Every morning in Umuokoro looked the same. Children ran around laughing, women swept the compound and exchanged gossip, young girls carried water on their heads, chatting softly as they went. But even in all that laughter I felt quiet, small, like I didn't belong. Something heavy sat in my heart that no one could see. That morning, while washing plates, a cup slipped from my hand and shattered on the ground. My heart stopped. I waited for Mama's punishment because I knew what was coming. I saw her walking toward me, her eyes fierce. I tried to explain, but before I could speak, her voice thundered through the compound. I froze where I stood. I wanted to tell her it was an accident, but she wouldn't listen. That night I went to bed hungry. Not because there was no food, but because Mama wouldn't let me eat. And then there was Papa. The first time he tried to scare me, I couldn't breathe. Felt like the whole world went silent. He warned me not to tell Mama. Said she wouldn't believe me, that she would shout and beat me again like she always did. Something inside me broke that day. I learned to stay quiet, to hide my fear. The next morning I woke up to wet bedsheets. Mama saw them and shouted again. She refused to give me breakfast. I walked to school with an empty stomach, my heart heavier than my feet. School I couldn't focus. Mrs. Okoro, my teacher, noticed. She came over and asked softly, "Echanya, are you okay?" I forced a smile. "I'm fine, Ma," I whispered. But she didn't believe me. I wanted to tell her everything, but fear had tied my tongue. After school, my best friend Amaka came to me. "Echanya, come to my house. My mummy made bitter leaf soup and akpu. I noticed you didn't eat today." Her voice was full of care. I hesitated, but then I nodded. Maybe for once I could feel safe. When we reached her home, Auntie Ngozi welcomed me with open arms. She served us food with a smile that felt like sunlight after a long storm. As we ate, she told us stories about love, truth, and speaking up. Her words touched something deep in me. For the first time I felt seen, like someone cared. That night, the rain poured heavily. Thunder roared in the sky. Papa came into my room. Fear gripped me. I stayed silent, hoping the rain would hide my cries. He whispered threats, that if I told Mama, she'd never believe me. So I stayed silent. The rain was my only witness. The next day, I couldn't carry the pain anymore. I told Amaka everything. My voice shook, my hands trembled, but I spoke. She didn't judge me. She just held my hand and said, "Let's go to my mummy. She will listen." Together we went to Auntie Ngozi. I told her everything, the fear, the nights, the silence. She didn't interrupt. She just pulled me close and said through tears, "You did the right thing, my child. You are safe now." For the first time in my life I believed it. Later that afternoon, Auntie Ngozi came to our house with 2 police officers. Papa was reading his newspaper, Mama was cooking. They explained why they were there. Papa was taken away. Mama stood frozen, tears streaming down her face. She looked at me, confused, broken, realizing the truth she never saw. Mama cried until her body shook. Auntie Ngozi held her and spoke softly, helping her see how her anger and shouting had built a wall between us. I watched from afar, and for the first time I believed that healing might be possible. Mama walked toward me slowly. I froze, afraid she would shout again. But instead, she knelt before me and hugged me tightly. "Echanya," she whispered, "I should have listened. I should have loved you softer. From today, I will learn to be your mother again, the way I was meant to be." Those words healed a part of me I thought would never recover. I have learned that love doesn't always shout. Sometimes love listens. To every African mother watching, your daughters are not perfect. But when you raise your voice before hearing our hearts, you build a wall that fear hides behind. Correct us with love. Discipline us with patience. A child corrected in anger may obey for a moment, but a child corrected in love will trust you for a lifetime. To every girl like me, you are not alone. Speak up. Someone will listen. Even if the world has been unkind, love can still find you. My name is Echanya, and all I ever wanted was for my mother to listen.